What's up, guys? This is Brock from Backyard Off-Road doing a quick 500-mile review on the Honda Talon X4 with live valve. I did my first review about 100 miles right after the first oil change, and now I've got a few more miles on it, a few more scratches, a few more dents. I figured I'd just talk about it right quick. We're getting ready to go for a ride, at Hatfield McCoy Trail Systems here just in a couple weeks. And then we're going straight from there. We're going to Ride World Blue. We've never been there before. Looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to taking this machine because I haven't taken this one up there yet. I want to see how it performs, and certainly look out for those videos. If you've seen some of my videos before, I certainly appreciate you watching, and I hope you subscribe and hit that like button. And if you haven't, please consider doing that. So moving on to the review. The Warren winch. Can't complain. 4,500 pound Warren winch. That thing has been holding up great for me. I pulled the synthetic rope out to let it dry when I washed it. I don't like that sitting there sitting there all wound up and wet. The Super ATV Windshield's holding up great. I put this thing through the trees and bushes. There's scratches down the side. There's paint marks missing where I've hit trees. The windshield's taking a beating too, and it's held up great. No complaints there. It is just as scratch free as the day I bought it. The side mirrors holding up great. The carnivores, the 32-inch carnivores, I am so glad that I got the 32s versus the 30s. Gives me that extra ground clearance. The 104 horsepower that the Talon has no problem spinning the tires. If I'm going up something steep, I put it in low. The top end, it dropped off a little bit, but I'm not driving 74 miles an hour all the time anyway. So looking at the outside, the Cree light bar, that's held up great. I recommend those guys for an inexpensive light bar. The lower doors, they come in handy to keep that mud and debris out of the cab. I still think that those are a little overpriced from Honda, but I recommend getting some type of lower door on this thing. Going around the outside some more, let's look. I did have some damage. I hit a tree right here and broke this lower heat shield or that cover off. That's why I ended up investing in this little bad boy right here. I bought a camera, a rear view camera, and man, it's done great. I'll show you the LCD here in a second. As far as the box, this is a Tractor Supply box. I got this idea from another guy on YouTube. I appreciate that. I did put my own touches on it. I added this aluminum angle and screwed that down to the top with the big fender washers on the inside so I could put my Arctic cooler up there. Instead of tying it down with straps, I actually got these turnbuckles and put it in all four areas so that thing stays in there, and it's a little more secure. Somebody's just not going to go up to this thing and just snatch it out. On the inside, I keep my tools, my straps, and of course my air compressor. I ended up putting this seal around it. It didn't do bad keeping the debris out, but it did leak occasionally. Let's see what else we have. The back windshield's holding up fine. You can see where I've put an antenna up here, a magnet base antenna for my CB radio. On the inside, my Gnome stereo system, 3-speaker stereo system with the sub, holding up great. I highly recommend them. The Tanaka 4-point harnesses, no issues with those at all. They're in a reasonably priced. They've held up great. See, looking on the inside, you can see I put my rear view camera LCD up here. That is going to come in handy. I haven't been riding much with that yet, but I can already see it's going to help. And you can imagine it's hard to see backwards when you're sitting down in this machine. A few more things I've added. Let's see, I've added some interior lights. I didn't have them last time, but I put a bar right here for the front controls and one here for the passengers. And I added these down there in the cubby so that I could see in there. I like my my switch panel That's coming in handy. It does do away with that cubby, but it really hasn't bothered me too much. We have a big glove box over here, so I haven't missed it. Added a horn. The radio I put up under here, it works great underneath this Super ATV windshield. It keeps it dry. This allows me to talk to all my buddies. I put the mic over here. Yeah, that's going to come in handy and allow me to hear them when I'm wearing a helmet. I think that's about it for the inside. I ended up running into a tree. Got a tree hung up between here and that fender, and I broke this fender in here. So I just replaced that this morning. It was pretty easy. Honda did a great job making that panel accessible. And the panel only cost about 40 bucks, 45 bucks. So I think that's about it as far as the machine, what I've done to it. The rear view camera, I'm looking forward to being able to see back when I'm on the trails. Looking forward to testing out the suspension in the mountains, seeing how that does, seeing how the 104 horsepower holds up to some of those steep hills. I'll be riding with several Kawasaki Terexes as well as a Can-Am Maverick. So we'll see how these machines hold up in the mountains. So again, if you don't mind, if you will subscribe, if you like the content, please hit that like button. There's a lot more to come, and appreciate you guys.